Hi, I'm Michael at the New York Clarinet Workshop, and today we want to talk to you about two different models of bass clarinets that we sell. And we happen to have both models in the shop here. So this is the Royal Global Polaris bass clarinet. And then we also have the Royal Global Firebird bass clarinet. And some people have been asking us, like, what are the differences between them? How are they similar? How are they different? Which one is more appropriate for orchestral work or solo work or what have you, and we'll endeavor to answer some of those questions for you. So the one that I have in my hand here right now is the Polaris, and it's a fully professional instrument. It has key work all the way down to low C. We have a D here, a low D on the right-hand side. We have a low D on the left-hand side. Also have a low D on the thumb here, if you look back on the thumb keys. And then D flat and C are both on the thumb like you would expect. It's made out of very well aged, naturally aged and dried African blackwood. Silver plated keys. All of the keys are triple silver plated, as are the posts. The keywork is super strong. Neck is also silver plated, bell, same thing. Other things to note is that all of the materials, like for bumpers, tenon corks, key guards, so on and so forth, they're all super high quality. They're either natural cork or some synthetic felt on here. The thing to really note about this model of bass clarinet is the price point. There is nothing on the market right now that has a price point of that this instrument has. This instrument is only $6,800. Comparable models from other manufacturers will start at somewhere around $12,000 and go up to $14,000, $15,000 or what have you. And so for literally half the price of some of the other models on the market, you're going to get an instrument that really functions at a super high level, that has a great sound, great intonation, and that, quite frankly, will probably last you for the rest of your life if you take care of it. So let's just sort of, give it a listen. I'm just going to play some, really simple things here. Maybe some scales or something like that. So as you can hear, the low C is nice and resonant. I feel like this instrument is very even. I'm not having any problem at all crossing the break. And I don't feel any kind of a constriction insofar as like the E, the clarion E and F, which on other models of bass clarinets I do find. I don't feel that in this particular instrument. So, and here's what I mean. For $6,800, I don't think there's anything on the market that you're going to find that really does a better job than this particular bass clarinet. So, and now we'll juxtapose this with the with the Firebird bass clarinet. So the Firebird bass clarinet is the higher end model. This model is $8,800, and still, even at $8,800, I think that, again, you're just not going to find anything like it on the market. The closest thing that I can think of in terms of a professional low C instrument is made by another company, and they started around $9,300 and go up. And I don't think that those particular instruments are really, even close to the quality of these. So the Firebird differs from the Polaris insofar as the following. First of all, it has rose gold posts. It's a little bit more blingy, as you might imagine, and but I think the rose gold posts actually do enhance the sound because the posts make direct contact with the wood, and gold does vibrate a little bit different than silver. Secondly, it comes with a resonator, which is this piece of wood here. So if I separate the neck, so it closes the gap between the joints. You can move it up and down, it moves pretty freely. And then we put the neck back together here. And then the idea is, once I've got the neck actually straight, the idea is that you put this over the joint. Okay, so you've got the resonator, you've got rose gold posts. We have an articulated G sharp key, which is right here. And what this enables me to do is play F sharp to G sharp, for example, or F natural to G sharp, or E natural to G sharp. And I can hold the G sharp key down, and then this motion here from this little arm right here basically makes it so that the G sharp key is closed. That can be turned on or off. There is an adjustment screw here. So if you prefer to have the articulated G sharp key, as I do, you can make sure that it's engaged so that when you hit the G sharp key, it does close this. Or if you're coming from some of the buffet instruments, for example, that do not have articulated G sharps, then you can disengage it, and then the G sharp key will open, just as it normally would. And same key work here on the thumb, low D, D flat, C. Again, D on the right-hand side, D on the left-hand side. The biggest difference is this piece of hardware right here. This is an absolutely enormous piece of African blackwood. It's more upturned instead of outwardly turned, like the Polaris model is. There is also a difference in the metal that is used for the U-tube and the neck. Also, the neck has this ridge on it here, which does add a little bit more weight to the sound. Those are the basic differences. Everything else is pretty much, the same. There is a difference in the bore. So we'll let you hear this particular instrument here so you can hear the differences in the sound. So for me, this instrument feels a little bit freer blowing. It feels a little bit bigger. It might be a little bit more on the soloistic side. If I were to compare the two instruments to other existing models, and I don't know whether it's useful to do this or not, but some people, have asked, how is this similar to a Buffet or a Selmer or, a Tosca or a Prestige? I would say that this instrument feels more like a Selmer in terms of its freer blowing. The sound is a little bit bigger. I think it's very even. It's also very colorful, and it has lots of possibilities. The Polaris instrument is a little bit more similar to the Buffet instruments, probably a little bit more like a Tosca because it is a little bit more resistant like the Tosca is. The 1193 has some of the issues that I mentioned about the constriction around the clarinet E and F, and I don't find that with this particular instrument, and just like I don't find it with the Tosca. So I think both instruments are really, they're terrific for different things, and I think it really matters, what you're using it for. And so, so we're very, very pleased to stock both of these instruments on a regular basis. They have sold particularly well. Our customers have been very happy with them. They hold their adjustments. They break in well. Both of them come with a 3-year crack warranty, which is just about the best warranty in the business. And the manufacturer, really stands behind this particular warranty. They're enormously concerned about quality. We've had trouble keeping them in stock, so there is a waiting list for these. And the waiting list can be anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. We do get regular shipments from the distributor, And every instrument that we've had in stock, we've actually sold very quickly. So if you're interested in getting your hands on one of these instruments, certainly visit our website at www.nyclarinetworkshop.com. We're happy to talk to you about the differences and what may suit your particular line of work. So again, thanks for stopping by. We really appreciate it. And thanks to Royal Global for making these instruments that really fill a huge need in the clarinet world to get really high quality bass clarinets in the hands of players for less than half the price of some of the other manufacturers. So we hope to see you sometime soon.